If you've been following me for any length of time, you know how excited I get when new products and new apps come to market that are going to improve our chances of finding those sales that absolutely blow up. I'm going to show you exactly how to get started with T-Launch with automated personalization on your metal art. It is absolutely mind-blowing. It's going to save you so much time. I'm going to show you exactly what app you need to use in order to be able to do this personalization. Without this app, you are going to be stuck doing all the work, making sure that every order that comes through, you do the personalization work, having to learn Photoshop or Photopea and all the complex issues that come up with that, instead of using something that absolutely streamlines that process, has you kicking back and enjoying the fruits of your labor far faster. Let's get into it. So first up, we want to make sure we're creating a product that actually has the chance of selling. So inside eRank, this is the tool that I use to spot opportunities. So before we actually get to designing, I want to take you through how I quickly do this. So I've just searched for wall art because we're going to design a metal wall art piece here. And what I'm doing is just cruising through, firstly, to see where there's any potential opportunity. So I'm looking for the search volume, which is here. And then I'm looking for the Etsy competition over here. You can also see the click-through rate's quite high, which is indicating that people are buying or at least looking at these products. So what we want to do is keep cruising through until we find something that stands out. Japandi wall art, so that's a real minimalist type style. Matisse wall art, again, it's a particular artist style. Coming down, Chicago wall art, looks like there could be opportunity there. Graffiti wall art. Buddha wall art, there's a good one that we could possibly test. We're looking for anything that's in the green, but the one that I've got that stands out is surfboard wall art. So that's what we're going to look at. So coming over, I am searching now for that surfboard wall art to see what other keywords are there and see if there's other products that are selling and different search terms people are using to find this product. So surfboard wall art, relatively low search volume, low competition. That's perfectly fine. Beachy wall art, that's cool. Low competition. Narrow wall art, that's a keyword that we can use. We're starting to see that we've got some good opportunity here. So now I'm happy to follow through on this. So now I do want to make sure that the product is selling. So I'm going to go over to Etsy. Another tool I'm using is Everbee. But what we're doing over here is we're just having a look to see what products are here that are selling. So what we can do is with Everbee, click on Product Analytics. That's going to bring up all the listings that are effectively targeting that same keyword we're after. In here, I'm looking for monthly revenue, and straight up, there we go. We've got a surfboard sign here, selling for a decent price point. It's got about just under $5,000 worth of sales a month. Really cool. Another personalized surfboard here. Great. More personalization down here. That is telling me we've got opportunity here to come into the market with a surfboard metal sign. So let's get to it. So one last thing I want to check is to make sure it is actually selling. So I click through on the listing. Another good thing with Everbee is we get all the tags that are being used as well. But I'm going to click on the actual listing and I'm going to see saying in 20 carts, very, very cool. So if we select something and then we go blue, first show an image, great. I want to add that to cart. And I want to see that there's validation from Etsy that there are sales happening and saying over 20 people have this in their cart, which is a really good indication. This is a lot more expensive than what I'd expect us to be selling. But hey, opportunity again. So we've validated our idea. So what we can do now is go over into Canva, but it certainly does help. And again, I've got that link below. If you want to click that, good on you. You're even better. But here we go. We've got a 3600 by 3600 canvas. So before I go searching for surfboards anywhere else, I'm just going to type in surfboard in the Canva account, and using their artwork, you're going to need the Pro to use that commercially. So given that it is metal art and there are keyword opportunities for the tropical wall art, I reckon putting a palm tree in the background of this could work really well as well. So there's two variations I want to do. I want to do one with the palm tree and one without. There's two variations of the same thing, two opportunities to get some sales happening on that as well. So again, looking for a palm tree. I'm just going to attach it so it gives it a bit more strength. I'm going to change that color to be the same. Next we need, because it is metal art and we're doing a negative cut, which means we're actually taking metal out of a shape, I want to find a stencil font. and nothing in Canva is working that well for me. So I'm going to go over to Creative Fabrica, and straight away I found some awesome ones. If we come over to Etsy again, we can see that they've got that cursive sort of handwritten font as well. I think it gives it a real nice edge for us to use in our design. So coming over, Barista Bestia. So I'm going to go this one. So I'm going to download that for free. We can upload this into Canva so we can use on our design. So to get that font, make sure you click the link for Creative Fabrica below, because what it'll allow you to do is get unlimited downloads for $1 for your first month. It's very, very cheap. To upload a font, you will need a Canva Pro account. So I had to go through a few different fonts before I found one that wasn't corrupted. So I've got it now. It's over on Canva, but look at that. That looks absolutely sensational. So I'm just going to put that on the sign. And what I'm going to do is try and create another line like this on the other side. I think that'll look really, really nice. Okay, so the app we're going to use, if we use white on this design, that is going to allow us to be creating a transparent PNG with that app. So this looks awesome. I think that looks absolutely amazing. So we want two designs to be downloaded. We want one with the name on it so we can create our mockups, and then we want one without so we can upload it to the app and add the font in over there. So just duplicate it, remove that text, and then go download. Now, if you love the sound of making money online and you're wanting to learn how to start, grow, or scale your print-on-demand business to the $5,000 to $10,000 plus months in as little as 2 hours a day, in PodX, I show you the exact step-by-steps that I've taken to sell close to $10 million of print-on-demand products online over the past 10 years. If you'd love that, make sure you click the first link in the description below. Book a call with me and my team. I'd be excited to work with you. Now let's get back to it. So to get the app, you're going to need to go to storehacks.com/APOD and use this code here, and that's going to give you $30 off your yearly subscription or give you a free month to get started. And you're going to land here, AnywherePOD. So get logged in, because we're going to need to connect our Etsy store or our Shopify store and our T-Launch account. So once you're subscribed, what we can do is then connect our Etsy store. So connect here. That's the first page you're going to come to, and then just grant the access. Very simple. Then what we want to do is connect our T-Launch account. So go connect. Now we need to go over to T-Launch to get our account settings for the API. So down in the developer settings, you're going to want to generate that token. So once you've done that, copy it. And then we're going to go back over to AnywherePOD, and we're going to put that in there. And then we're going to continue. Cool. So we should be connected on both of them. Fantastic. So what we need to do is firstly create our product, and then we're going to look for the wall art. So I haven't done this before, so I'm looking along with you, trying to find out where it is. So where is it? Can you see it? Home decor. There we go. One thing that we're going to need to do, though, is create our own mock-ups. So right now, they don't import into AnywherePOD, which is perfectly fine because we want to create our own mock-ups anyway that stand out and doesn't give it away straight away that we're working with T-Launch. So upload your artwork that you just created. There we go. Absolutely divine. It looks amazing. Okay, so all we need to do now is make sure that we're going to add that text. So we want to start designing on the die-cut metal signs, which are actually laser-cut metal signs. Now we want to upload our artwork. And now we want to upload our blank artwork. So here it comes. Stunning, bloody stunning. Now we want to turn the personalization on. And now we're going to want to add our font in here. Now to add our custom font, what we need to do is click the hamburger on the top left there and then go custom fonts. I'm just going to open a new window so I don't lose my place. And then back over here, add custom font. Choose the file. Rathgar stencil, and change that over to here and go save. Okay, we're going to refresh our page. So upload that blank artwork. Then we're going to add our font layer. It is Rathgar stencil. Fantastic. Bring it down. We want to change that to white. And we're going to put the name on there. Bradley. Make it bigger until you're happy with that size. There we go. That looks sensational. Sensational, mate. And it's personalized. Okay, so next we want to make sure it's dynamic. So dynamic means that the font is actually going to resize depending on the size of the actual name or the length of the name. So if it gets longer, it's going to fit in this space, which is really, really cool. So once you've done that, select your colors. I'm going to go all and then go create product. So this is creating the product in AnywherePOD. So what it's going to do is connect our Etsy listing with our T-Launch account, which is really, really cool. So in here, we can rename it. And if you don't know how to optimize for Etsy, make sure you watch the video that I'm linking at the top of the screen. I take you through how to set up those Etsy listings and optimize them for maximum traffic and ultimately sales. So make sure you watch that next. So go through, make sure you update all your pricing. You can do this over on Etsy too, which is where I prefer to do it. Once you're happy, go save. Fantastic. Okay, so on Etsy, it's going to be in your draft listings, which is great because we don't just want a big blank piece of metal. Like I said, the mockups don't come straight across. So what we can do is then click into that. But what we're going to do is head back over to Canva quickly. So in Canva, what we want to do is now upload that art that we downloaded with the name on it. Here we go. There we go. And what we want to do with that is we want to edit photo and remove that background. Now we want to test to make sure that it did remove all the white on that. So we're just going to make that go down, click that background layer and just choose a random color, pink. Fantastic. Look at it. All right, now we want to download that full transparent PNG. So resize it back to there and go download. We just want that last page and we want it on a transparent background. There we go. Now we're going to head over to T-Launch and upload it over there. So that's the cheeky way to get those mock-ups straight away. You're going to look like everybody else. Otherwise, you go on Etsy and look for like a beach theme blank wall. Back on T-Launch, now we're going to do the wall art or wall art. Start your design, upload your file. It's going to tell us that we're all good to go. Beautiful. Accept. Good to go. Select the colors you want, which we selected all of them. Fantastic. And we don't want to publish on all, so we'll just grab the 30-inch. Otherwise, it'll take forever to render. Surfboard, art. We don't need to worry about holding orders because we're literally just taking these images here. We'll get rid of the red. Create. Okay, so while that's doing that, I'm going to go back over to Etsy and see if I can find a beach theme wall mock-up. Just cruise through until you find something that you're happy with. So I found this one. It's a very cool one. It's got the surfboards in there, which is really cool. So we can put that on there, but it's a bit too zoomed out, I think. Let's see what other ones I've got here. Using the likes of ChatGPT and DALL-E and Midjourney, you'd be able to create something pretty cool as well. It looks like that's where they're generated. Kind of like this one, so I'm going to download this. So back on Canva again, I'm just going to upload that mock-up that we just purchased. Very cool. Now I'm going to go over to T-Launch and grab those actual mock-ups. There we have it. So just go through. So the first one is the one you're going to want because that's going to give you the metal art texture on top. So save the image as. Once you got that, head back over to Canva and import it. There we go. Looks good. So I'm just going to put it somewhere in the middle there. And I'm going to put a bit of a drop shadow on that. So edit photo, shadows, drop shadow. I'm going to bring that distance right back in. So we just want to give it a little glow. Bring that intensity back. Cool. And then you can do that for the different colors as well. But that's a really, really nice looking design that we can then use on our listing on Etsy. So download it. Then back on T-Launch, go through and grab all the different images so you can put them on your listings back over on Etsy. So another image you want on your Etsy listings or on Shopify is an image that has all the different color options available. There we have it, download it. Whenever you've got a product specific or design specific image, what you want to do is rename it. So when you upload it into Etsy, it's indexed within Google search as well. So it'll come up in Google Images and those sorts of places when people are searching for it. So we're going to delete all these images that are in Etsy. We're going to re-upload all the ones that we just downloaded. So I've renamed them all with surfboard wall art because each image is actually specific for that particular design. One last thing you want to do with your listing on Etsy is to make sure your personalization is turned on in order for them to personalize it. How about that? So put in there, please enter name here, and then co-publish those changes. So there you have it, a fully automatic personalized design that goes straight through the T-Launch with the customer's details on it. If you want to know how to optimize those listings on Etsy though, make sure you watch this video next and I'll see you over there. Stay awesome.